impressive uniforms, impressive music, and a very impressive name. They call themselves The Force. They hail from Winchester Community High School in Indiana. And when you Winchester athletes take the field, once again, may the Force be with you. Here's our natural history lesson for the day, the doodlebug. Now, the word actually is in Webster's Collegiate Dictionary. It's defined as the larva of the antlion or any of several other insects. Do you believe that, Mary?
Oh, gosh, get on to the better stuff.
No, it's not adequate. We can see, actually, that the doodlebug is a 75-foot-long caterpillar with blue eyes, long lashes, and it's dressed in a sparkling, bright-colored costume. So what are you going to believe, Webster's Dictionary or your own eyes?
I'll take my own eyes.
I hate to leave this, Mary. It really has been a wonderful time watching this parade with you and looking out over beautiful Central Park.
It sure has, Charlie, but the beautiful way to really see Central Park, in my opinion, is the way I do it when I come to New York, and many others do who live here. I run in it every day.
I'm going to leave that to you. Don't you get tired?
Well, if I ever get tired, I have a little ritual that I, do when I come to New York City. I always get out on the streets, and I go up to one of the vendors and get some of these fabulous, delicious hot chestnuts. Watch. They're hot.
Hot chestnuts from New York City streets. Now we really know it's Thanksgiving. These are wonderful. Yeah.
What are you going to do with your family on Thanksgiving?
We're going to have to visit friends in Westchester. Steve and Phyllis and Jonathan Jill. We're going to have Thanksgiving dinner with us. We have a wonderful time.
Great.
How about you?
I'm also going to be joining family and friends in Western Connecticut. I may even check out some country inns. So from both of us, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Bye-bye.
Everybody knows Frank Sinatra sings the praises of New York, New York.
But I understand out in Michigan, they've come up with a new challenge. It's a new song called Hello, Detroit, and they're going to sing it for us.
So let's check in with Constance McCashin of Knott's Landing and Jamie Farr. So, hello, Detroit. If you can make it there, you make it anywhere,
etc. I don't know the rest.
Hello, America. Welcome to Motor City.
And happy Thanksgiving and welcome to this grand Michigan parade. And here on the steps of Detroit's elegant Institute of Arts is Charles Porter singing Hello, Detroit.
This song was written by Berry Gordy, founder of Motown Records, at the request of Mayor Coleman Young, who wanted a special song for this great city.
And to complete the picture, the talented members of the Detroit City Dance Company.
Ring on a float. That's a real knockout. This is sponsored by Crowley's Department Store. And take a look at that beautiful skyline of Detroit at twilight.
Sharing the spotlight with Tommy are 4 of Michigan's Olympic medal winners. Steve Fraser, who won the gold, Bruce Kendall, who won the silver, and Chris Seufert and Doug Herland, both bronze medal winners.
Congratulations, fellas. You sure did us proud.
Yep.
See that coat Tommy Hearns is wearing?
Yeah.
I got one just like that.
Really?
What?
What? This very pretty float, sponsored by the Allied Bendix Corporation. It shows a country kitchen in Finland.
And dancing on the float, as well as on the street, are the Oi Jacket folk dancers from the Finnish Center Association of Detroit.
This group, whose aim it is to preserve its Finnish heritage, is often featured at festivals and dance concerts. Oh, and as they say in Finland, I always say this, Evin Tatu.
Oh, yeah, which means?
Well done, Constance.
Well done. Share the Bounty is the title of this colorful float. It recreates that very first Thanksgiving. And here on the table in front of a settler's cabin, pilgrims and Indians have gathered round to celebrate the bountiful harvest.
The Indians
Slaughter from the North American Indian Student Organization of Michigan State University and are dressed in authentic Indian costumes. They're gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay, now you've got some time to go into the kitchen, check that turkey in the oven, okay?
Right, but don't be long because we'll be right back very shortly, right after this. I'm having a wonderful time. How about yourself?
Great, and it's only 48 degrees. It's so hot. I can't stand
Let's
it.
get back to the parade.
Unit 2?
Oh, yeah, look at those beautiful, beautiful horses.
They all have white feet.
So do we. Blue feet. They could be called the limousines of the Sahara because camels are known as the ships of the desert.
Yes.
You know that these horses originally came from the deserts of Arabia?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And they sure look super in their native trappings.
How about those fantastic costumes on the riders? Those are gorgeous.
Well, if camels are known as ships of the desert, these horses should be called limousines of the Sahara.
Originally from the deserts of Arabia, these sleek animals are the aristocrats of the equine world.
They look super in their native trappings. And how about those fantastic costumes on the riders?
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Those riders, by the way, are members of the Arabian Horse Association of Michigan. Michigan, did you know this, Jamie, ranks 3rd in the United States in its number of Arabian horses. That was a little footnote there.
Sounded more like a hoof note.
Ba-dum-bum.
You do good.
Here's a favorite fairy tale, Sleeping Beauty, and it features the very popular Anselmi skaters. Their setting is the royal court, right after Prince Charming has kissed Sleeping Beauty awake after 100 years. Oh.
For a gal who's been snoozing away a century, she looks wide awake. That prince must be some kisser, Constance.
I agree with you there. He certainly must be. Joining in the celebration on the dance floor are the prince and princess, a pair of court jesters, and another royal couple. While looking on from their platform are the proud parents, 2 kings and 2 queens.
Oh, 2 kings and 2. They should have added one more king. Then they'd have a...
Don't tell me. A what?
A full
A full
house.
house.
3 kings and a pair of queens.
The lovely lady riding in the buggy is Darlene Deutsch. She represented Michigan in this year's Mrs. America pageant.
Constance, how do you feel about all those pageants and beauty contests?
I don't know. I think they're useful, really. They serve a purpose. Scholarships, chance to travel, some cases, movie and TV contracts. Oh, my favorite hat.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you enjoying the float?
The clowns.
The band.
The dancers.
The skaters.
Then stay right with us, cause
You ain't seen nothing yet.
I always wanted to be a song and dance man.
Me too.
It's Celia Weston here in rainy Toronto.
But we're all set for the start of the big 1984 Metro Santa Claus Parade.
In the meantime, I've got a little riddle for you. A 2-ton gorilla, a clown on his knees, an elephant playing a trumpet, and a sea monster.
Boy, that sounds like the late dinner crowd at Mel's Diner.
Nope, just a few of the highlights of our parade coming up soon, so don't go away.
Now back to Linda Gray and Larry Hagman in the CBS bubble.
Am I still in that bubble?
You're in a bubble? We're in the rain.
Jamie, did you bring your family to this year's parade?
No, not this time, Constance, but I did bring a family picture with me, and maybe we can see it on the monitor there. It was taken at my last birthday, and as you can see, it's a very, very formal affair.
Very nice. Very ritzy, I would say. You know, I can tell just from this picture you really have a terrific family.
Well, thank you. Those are my 2 children. It's Jonas with his San Diego Chargers shirt on, and my daughter Yvonne there on the end, and my beautiful wife, Joy.
That's great.
And I must tell you, I consider myself a very lucky man. I'm proud of my children, and I love my wife.
Nice. So I guess you couldn't ask for much more. You've got your pride and joy, right?
Very well said.
Great.
Now let's get back to Woodward Avenue.
Okay. Ah. unusual float inspired by Jules Verne's novel entitled From Earth to the Moon.
Frankly, I think old Jules would have had second thoughts about blasting off to the moon in this reconditioned space jalopy.
Oh, wait a minute now. Who knows? What with the price war being waged by most airlines, this could be the ideal no-frills type of space travel for the economy-minded tourist, wouldn't you say?
If anyone is out there and is interested in booking a future lunar flight, just write a letter and drop it in the nearest mailbox or trash basket. Oh, look, Constance. Look who's coming down the street. It's Puddles, known in Motown as Leo.
Oh, boy. Leo is the Detroit Lions official mascot and one of the 28 official mascots in the National Football League.
Looks like he's having himself a ball riding in our parade, getting himself all psyched up for the big Thanksgiving game when the Detroit Lions take on the Green Bay Packers. Wearing the tartan kilt of the McPherson clan, here's the Alma College Kilty Marching Band from Alma, Michigan.
They're noted for their high-step precision style of marching. Looks very impressive out there. Must have taken a lot of knee action.
Alma has been nicknamed Scotland, USA because of its annual Highland Festival.
That's when the brogue gets thicker and thicker and thicker and...
Aye, Lassie.
And thicker. I'm Scottish, you know.
Aye, it is.
You know that?
McCashin and McPherson.
McCashin.
Oh, look at that. They're taking their doggy for a walk.
Yes, a rather large dog. Look, imagine what that doghouse looks like. What kind
How would
of
you
dog
like
is
to
that?
feed that doggy?
I don't think so.
I think it's a beagle.
I think all you have to feed this dog is a lot of helium. That wouldn't be too expensive.
I know some friends of mine who've got an awful lot of helium.
Yeah, really? Wonder what the vet bills are like. What do you think, Jamie?
Well, I'm glad you just don't have to wash it.
By the way, if your Thanksgiving guests are starting to arrive, now is your chance to go answer the door, okay?
But hurry back for some important messages, followed by more of this wonderful Michigan parade. All right, Constance, this is a little trivia. Is it true, really true, that the little boy that plays your son on Knots Landing is really your 2-year-old son?
I know the answer to this. I know the answer to this. Yes, it is really my son, Daniel. I figured, you know, it was cheaper than hiring babysitters, and he pays for his own clothes. Not only that, he beat out enormous numbers of children for the part.
I know you're not kidding me. So, do you have a picture of him?
You know, I didn't bring a picture. I'm sorry.
And I don't have one, no.
But I do have my husband, Sam Weissman, who has our son, Daniel, with him.
Well, bring him on.
Here, Dan. Oh, boy.
Happy Thanksgiving, Sam. Happy Thanksgiving.
You want to hold the microphone? You can hold it. You can hold it. You have a donut. Oh, I see. You know, when you have a donut, it's hard to hold a microphone. That's okay.
Are you enjoying the parade?
You having a good time, honey? Talk? Okay. You're my favorite Daniel. Okay.
Let's get back to the parade, Daniel.
Okay, we're going to go back to the parade, honey. Now, and then you're going to come back, Dan.
And here, way up on the North Pole in Santa's mailbox, presented by the U.S. Postal Service. As you can see, spilling out of it are the letters from all over the world.
Was this the first U.S. postage stamp designed by a young person? No, it's the second one, as a matter of fact. There was another one called the Family Unity stamp, written and designed by Molly LaRue from Shaker Heights, Ohio. Making their Motor City debut, as well as their very first appearance in the Michigan Thanksgiving Day Parade, the Byron Bergen Central School Band from the city of Bergen, New York, the Empire State, New York. Yay!
Well, let's look.
All right, and
let's
listen.
There he is, Santa Claus.
Really
Well, good morning, boys and girls. Have you all been good?
Yes.
Yes, sort of.
Santa, we'd like to welcome you to Detroit. And to do that officially, we have the Deputy Mayor of Detroit, Mr. Fred Martin, to welcome you officially to the city. Well, let's give him a hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all the millions watching from all over America, we'd like to welcome you to the city of champions, Thomas Hearns and the Detroit Tigers. We welcome you all to the 58th annual parade. And Santa, we have many visitors, and we give many keys to distinguished visitors. And we have something for you, a most special key. Carol?
This is a very special key because it's the key to the hearts of boys and girls everywhere. You know, it's wonderful to be back in Michigan again. You know, I hear tell that this is the Christmas state. You know, where the Christmas...
I promise Dan can make... Oh, thanks, honey, but Dan can make this next announcement. So,
Okay, well, don't worry about it, because I'll be his understudy in case he makes a
That's
mistake.
very comforting, very comforting. All right, honey, now listen, here we go. I want you to say we're going to go away now. Go away. And we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Very good.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard Daniel. We'll be right back, so stay with us. Very good, Daniel.
Hi, I'm Scott Baio here in Toronto, where it's really raining. I'm with Celia Weston ready for the Santa Claus parade, and the excitement is really building up.
Yeah, it is, Scott. I haven't had this much fun since I was marshal of the Spartanburg, South Carolina Sesquicentennial Parade.
Uh-huh. I see. Hometown girl makes good in Hollywood. They have a big celebration for you?
Yeah, they kind of did. The mayor gave me the key to the city, I think.
And then they changed all the locks.
Ba-dum-bum. Well, I think they're actually pretty proud of me back home, Guy.
Now let's go back to Jamie Farr and Constance McCashin in Detroit.
Did I tell you about the peach pit throwing contest in South Carolina?
Yeah, take it away, Michigan. Take it away.
Really.
Jamie, you've been a wonderful co-host. You know that?
Can I really believe you,
Yeah.
honestly?
As a matter of fact, to show my appreciation, I have this little token that I had made up for you.
What in the world is that? A tea bag? A giant tea bag? I've never seen one like that. It says, Jamie Farr's Special Blend. How do I rate?
Well, aren't you the man for whom the Jamie Farr Toledo Golf Classic was named after? Or was that another Jamie Farr?
No, that was the original Jamie Farr. Yes, ma'am.
All right, you got to open this up now so you can get the connection.
Would you hold my mic?
I will hold your mic.
I get it now. It's all full of teas.
Get it?
Yeah, I got the point.
Good, good. I'm glad. Subtle, right?
Subtle. Let's
Very
get back
subtle.
to the parade.
I think that's a good idea.
Oh, look at that. There's
Santa looks
Claus.
great.
Here's the float you've all been waiting for. It's Santa Claus himself, surrounded by toys and goodies. It'll be delivered to all your homes on Christmas morning.
There's this Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sitting by his side.
That's me, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Today it is, that's for sure. A giant soccer ball. My son would love that. Look at the clowns, the elves.
You still believe in Santa Claus?
I do.
I do, too.
I do, or else I'm not going to get this fur coat.
You mean you don't own that? That's to keep you warm or to keep you quiet? And look at this, floating high above to help Santa usher in the holiday season, a favorite character from the traditional Nutcracker suite.
It's the Tin Soldier, Jamie, soon to be seen all over the country, performed by many ballet companies. Do you like the ballet?
Oh, yeah, sure. I've taken my daughter Yvonne to see the Nutcracker as well as Swan Lake and Giselle.
Those are my favorites, too.
I'm toying with the idea of taking a few ballet lessons myself. You know, I got to keep my bod in
Better
shape.
toy a little longer with that idea. Actually, it's a great idea. You're right. You'll learn how to do pliés, glissades, rond de jambes, tours de tête.
I hope so. I just love those French dishes.
The French dishes, right.
You know, they should have had the soldier walk that big dog.
With that big leash.
Oh, you ready for this? Here come the Lone Rangers. These guys have been pushing power mowers as an answer to hot rod and motorcycle racing. They even customize their mowers with radios and CBs.
Imagine this conversation between two lawnmowers. Hi-yo, crabgrass. This is Ranger number 5 calling Ranger number 9. Do you read me?
Loud and clear, number 5. State your position.
I'm lost. Started out early this morning to make the trial run for the Poison Ivy Classic. It was dark, it was foggy, so I wound up on a tomato plantation.
So what happened?
I turned into marinara sauce.
Hi-yo, crabgrass.
Jamie, what comes to mind when I say campfire?
Girls, the campfire girls.
No. In this case, it is the Michigan Campfire Girls and Boys, a program which provides young people with the opportunity to explore educational, cultural, and recreational activities.
Well, that's the group marching by right now.
Exactly. Oh, they're so cute. They're marching 75 strong today as they celebrate their Diamond Jubilee.
That makes one child for each year.
Jamie, you are a mathematical whiz, an immeasurable IQ.
No, not really. I just have a pocket calculator.
Ah,
you want to wave back at him?
Oh, they're so cute. Really cute. Look at him. Look at the formation. A little ragged there.
They should have taken those ballet lessons we talked about.
I don't know. Look at him. They're so excited. God, I wish we had one of those hats.
What happened to mine?
Here.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Need this? It's turned back to clock time for all you automobile buffs. Oh, look at those horns. That fire truck there that you're going to see dates back to 1939. It was once owned by the city of Pontiac, Michigan. And here, courtesy of the Motor City's Model A Restorers Club, I don't believe these horns, are some vintage cars dating back from 1931 to 1928, before my time.
My car should look that good. Notice that some of the drivers are dressed in styles to match the year of their cars. And would you believe that these cars used to sell between $450 and $550? And at that time, the tires cost, listen to this, $3. And in 1931, a gallon of gas cost around 12 cents.
And they were all made in America. Look at them. Oh, I love that dark green one. Oh, look. Now, they don't look like they're dressed in 1939.
Automobile with the rumble seat. Can't quite see it on the monitor. I used to have one like that with an automatic starter.
Right. Uh-oh. I hear sirens.
It's a raid.
It's a raid.
Constance, I got another trivia question for you. Let's see how good are you. Okay. What's the difference between a puppet and a marionette?
I know that, believe it or not. You wear a puppet on your hand, right? In order to manipulate it. But a marionette is operated by strings. Like the one on this fantastic float sponsored by the Michigan Consolidated Gas Company. Oh, this is great!
It's Pinocchio, and all the live characters are played by the Prince Street Players, the resident touring company of the Detroit Institute of Arts.
And there's Pinocchio himself. Here he is, and Geppetto's behind him, operating those strings. And of course, Pinocchio's going to be fought over by the evil Cat and Fox on one side, and the good Blue Fairy is going to be on the other side. There she is.
Okay, which side will win out?
I have a feeling the Blue Fairy. She's much prettier than the evil Cat and the Fox. That all depends, of course, on who's pulling the right strings, though.
Now I'm hungry for some spaghetti and I was hungry for turkey.
Italian food. You've heard the term wheeler dealers, I'm sure. Well, here are some very talented wheelers who deal in some fancy unicycle riding.
They're members of the Redford Township Unicycle Club. And they're always a big favorite here at the Thanksgiving Parade.
Now, these unicycles range from 1 to 11 feet in height. Jamie, how'd you like to be riding that, the big one there, the 11-foot one right in the front, huh? The one they call the giraffe?
Actually, you know, I could use one of those at my house.
At your house, sure.
Yeah, we have high ceilings. I could ride from room to room changing the light bulbs.
Oh, brother, you're just so practical. I can't stand it. Mathematical whiz, practical. Stepping our way, some good neighbors from the Buckeye State of Ohio, the North Ridgeville High School Ranger Marching Band. There they are.
Yeah, that's quite an outfit. 140 members plus 26 pom-pom girls.
That's 52 pom-poms. Their basic marching style is called a low-key glide step. According to Frank Cadenza, the band's director, this makes for better playing.
Let's see how it works. Send any greetings to any of your friends or family?
I have a greeting I want to send to a friend who is in my family, my sister Nancy. I hope she's watching. I love you, Nancy. I miss you. And I want to send my best wishes to everybody on Knots Landing. How about you, Jamie?
Happy Thanksgiving to my mom in Phoenix, to my sister in Mesa, to Harry Morgan and Bill Christopher and all the gang on Aftermash. Where did the time go?
I don't know. I guess it marched right by us with the rest of the parade, Jamie. I really enjoyed myself, though. You're a good guy, you know that. And
Thank
I know
you.
Daniel and Sam had a nice time, too.
Yeah. Okay, what are you going to do now for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to get on a plane, go back to L.A., and have dinner with some friends this afternoon.
Oh, and I'm going to have dinner also in L.A. Nice turkey dinner. We're going to send you back to New York. Larry Hagman and Linda Gray. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
How do you like this one? Tell me which one you like best. How about this? Huh?
Oh, don't tell me. Superman.
Yeah. Or, let me see. How about this one?
Garfield the cat.
Yeah. They want me to pose for one of those big rubber balloons that fly in the parade over New York. How about that? Wouldn't that be great to see J.R. flying up there?
Yes, darling, that's enough. It would be great to have J.R. Ewing blue next year, you know. And while we're making up Larry's mind, John Hilderman and Susan Sullivan are waiting for us in Hawaii. So from the Big Apple to the Big Pineapple. You like that?
Yes. Hello, Hawaii.
Garfield. I like Garfield.
Isn't it? The sun has made an appearance. Look, why don't you step in? Here, take a seat. Mary Lou Retton did this. Florence Henderson did this. I'm beginning to love this part. Here, you step in and do my job. I'm going to step aside for a little while.
Okay. Well, for a little excitement coming up, we have now Anheuser-Busch, who furnished this next lovely float. They want us all to celebrate a bit of Thanksgiving in the old country. This charming and picturesque European scene is being pulled into Herald Square by a group of true superstars in the world of horses. It's a team of champion Clydesdales, and aren't they something? Next up, here is an old favorite, the Rocking Horse Push Float. It's ridden by Rainbow Bright. You know, movie westerns may be out of style, but never a rocking horse.
Did you say rain?
Right here? For Thanksgiving morning. They hail from Kingsport, Tennessee, and they represent one of the region's finest marching bands. There are 236 of them on the street, and right now I bet they're all moving because they have to. They're freezing, and they're having the morning of their lives. So let's enjoy prize-winning performances of the Dobyns-Bennett High School Band under the direction of Tyler Fleming.
I'd be remiss if I let the opportunity pass without mentioning that not only does Kingsport have a fine band, but it's Kingsport, Tennessee that has given us our Today Show newsman, Mr. John Palmer.
Oh, my goodness.
John hails from Kingsport, and since I wouldn't imagine there's an awful lot of folks from there, we better mention it.
Absolutely.
I know that John is sitting at home right now with Nancy and Molly and young Carter Palmer, and so our best to them, too, on this holiday morning. Into view into Herald Square, a brand new float is furnished this morning by Coleco Industries. It's a clubhouse and a giant tree, home of Cabbage Patch Kids. This morning they're planning a holiday hoedown. And to get things underway, a genuinely funny man, Mr. Tim Conway.
Hi, that's me right here in the Cabbage Patch. You know, all Cabbage Patch Kids live down yonder, just waiting to be adopted. You know, these kids are just like children we all know. They're huggable and lovable, and they sure know how to have a good time. And that's what we're here for today. So come on, let's meet them one by one.
Hi, I'm Sybil Sadie.
She's bushy and a little bit snobby. Collecting bugs, that's her hobby.
Good morning, I'm Tyler Bull.
Well, Tyler's mathematical and a little mysterious. He's awfully reliable, but kind of serious.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Madeline Suzanne.
Well, she's prissy and awful pretty. She's always primping and, well, she's kind of witty.
Hello, everybody. I'm Georgia Ann.
She's a comic. She's a clown. She turns everything upside down.
Morning, folks. I'm Dawson Glenn.
Now, Dawson's a cowboy through and through. Pretty good shot, too.
Cabbage Patch Kids, growing in the garden. Cabbage Patch Kids, growing in the sun. Happy, carefree Cabbage Patch Kids, singing, dancing, and having fun. Lavender mistake. I'm mad 'cause they left me out of the parade. I want to stop those kids from playing games and having fun. I'm going to need some henchmen if I'm going to get it done.
A weasel at your service, Miss McDade. So pleased to meet you. When do I get paid?
I'm Cabbage Jack. Cabbage Patch Kids, miserable bunch. Every time there's a kid, there's one less cabbage for me to mud.
Wait a minute. Who do we call on when there's a job to be done? Who's the captain of our team? Who is number one?
Always ready, strong and steady, bold as he can be. There ain't no match in Cabbage Patch for Otis Lee. Otis Lee, Otis Lee. Got no hair, but you don't care, girl. Otis Lee, Otis Lee, Otis Lee. Ain't no match in Cabbage Patch for Otis Lee. Got myself a bulldog, I've got a load of friends. Every day's so much fun, I'm sorry when it ends. When you got a problem, he's the one you go and see. Always ready, strong and steady, girl. Otis Lee, Otis Lee, Otis Lee. Got no hair, but he don't care, Otis Lee, Otis Lee, Otis Lee. Got no match in the Cabbage Patch for good. Oh, Otis Lee.
That's what happened to the Cabbage Patch.
That float's furnished to us by Coleco Industries. We'll come back in just a bit.
Cape Allen College sings Home for the Holidays, and the Raggedy Ann balloon makes its first appearance in Herald Square.
As we wind down the parade festivities on this Thanksgiving morning, a lady has rolled down to 34th and Broadway who is no stranger to these parts. She's a star on Broadway many times over, Miss Kay Ballard, Home for the Holidays.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays, 'cause no matter how far away you roam, when you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can't beat home, sweet home. A home that knows your joy and laughter, filled with memories by the score, is a home you're glad to welcome with your heart. From California to New England, down to Dixie's sunny shore, from Atlantic to Pacific, gee, the traffic is terrific. Oh, there's no place like home.
Following behind Kay is a new arrival to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I'm not sure she needs any introduction either, because she's twirling atop us. She is Raggedy Ann in such proportions as you have never seen her. 62 feet high from the top of her red ragdoll hairdo to the bottom of those 12-foot feet. Over the years, a band gets invitations first to the Orange Bowl Parade, then the Rose Parade, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. When they've been to all three, you know they are outstanding. From Benton, Kentucky, the Marshall County High School Marching Marshals, today under the direction of Joe Pettigrew. Footnote to the festivities, Raggedy Ann balloon was furnished by ITT's Character Licensing Incorporated. We'll come back right after this.
Just ahead, the world-famous Radio City Music Hall Rockettes and the arrival of that very special visitor from the North Pole, Santa Claus.
72 legs and all of them gorgeous. The Radio City Rockettes. guest. We look forward to this every year. The 3 hours well worth the wait. Coming through a very special moment in Herald Square. The entrance of Santa Claus, meaning the holiday season is indeed here. Just enough to say goodbye. Pat Sajak, thanks very much for joining us, buddy.
Right, thank you. Good to see you again. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, thank you, Pat. And Stephanie Kramer, always a pleasure. You added a lot of class to this. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. It was so enjoyable. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, we'll see you again next year. For all the good folks who helped to put this thing together, I'm Brian Gumbel. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the holidays.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade has been sponsored in part by Oshkosh B'gosh, maker of the genuine article since 1895, and by Idea, maker of fine toys, and by McDonald's, sponsor of Ronald McDonald Houses across the U.S. Hotel accommodations for some guests of this program were furnished by Berkshire Place and Omni Classic Hotel in exchange for this announcement. For reservations at Omni Hotels in the U.S. and Europe, call 800-228-2121. That's 800-228-2121.
Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas! Ho, ho! May the spirit of Christmas and love be with you throughout the year. Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho!
This is Bill Wendell speaking. Happy Thanksgiving.